Kickoff time. Phil Murphy here, and in our moment of the week brought to you by Omen by HP. Hey, I'm just excited League of Legends is back. There's been a little bit of cabin fever without one of the biggest esports in play, but Emily Rand is here as our cure. Emily, let's talk about the first day of the LEC, which is Friday, January 18th. First match, SK and Fnatic. SK just announced a Mercedes-Benz sponsorship, which probably won't help them on the Rift against Fnatic now, will it?
Yeah, so for those who don't remember, or maybe newer fans, SK versus Fnatic used to be the hype matchup in Europe. So this is actually, starting with this lineup for the new LEC, is actually kind of a callback to, Europe's initial LCS and even pre-LCS roots, which I actually like. I like that they chose this specific matchup. I think it's cool with SK coming back into the scene. And then Fnatic, obviously, Worlds finalists, they retained most of their roster outside of losing Caps and kind of bringing in Nemesis, who's been hyped up from his time on Mad Lions. So I'm curious to see how this goes. I definitely think Fnatic will have a heavy advantage here. Even though, some people are doubting Nemesis a bit, I just think they kept most of their lineup. They're still Worlds finalists. They have kind of had some sort of dominion over Europe for the past year, so I think they're going to win this matchup.
You mentioned Caps. That segues quite nicely. Another interesting match of the day. The resurrected Origen takes on the powerhouse that is G2. Caps in the mid lane, Perks on the bottom. How do you think this will work, and what can Origen exploit to upset the Kings?
I think it's going to be really hard for Origen to exploit this lineup, if only because, again, Origen is coming together. I think they had a good process in finding these players and bringing them together. Some people are still kind of questioning Mithy's mechanics, especially after an unsuccessful year with TSM and NA. So I kind of want him to come back and do really well. I know that he is a great person to have on the team. He's an incredibly smart player. You have Nukeduck coming over. Again, I like this roster. I just think they won't come together to beat G2 in the first week because G2 retain the majority of their lineup. They're bringing on Caps, who's the superstar mid laner. And then we've already seen Perks be the carry of his team on funnel comps. So it's actually not going to be a huge difference. They're just kind of shuttling him to the bottom lane. And we've already seen some mages in the bottom lane in the LPL. So you can still play them down there. So he might not even have to really change his champion pool that much.
G2 and Fnatic, probably not the last time we talk about them. Emily Rand with the good stuff, as always. Thank you, Emily. And for more League of Legends coverage, keep it locked right here at ESPN.com/esports.